me see if I understood what you meant.
You go, say, to present to camera 1, then 2, then back to 1.
Okay.
We did
Jesus
multicam,
Christ.
right?
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Peter Palmer Podcast, where we usually attempt to read every issue of The Amazing Spider-Man week by week. But this time, it's a bonus episode for Captain Marvel.
Face
the First
reveal.
Avenger.
The First Avenger.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel.
Are you doing like sign language? Ape
Captain
together.
Marvel.
Strong.
No, it's like the quiet place.
This is gonna be
No, this is insensitive of us, but you know,
What?
if you
sign language.
yeah, me pretending to do sign language. Is it insensitive?
I don't know. I guess it's like doing a bad accent, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you like I miss on sun, guys? Just one candle.
They can't see it on this camera, where they can see it on that one.
Do you like I miss on sun, guys? Just one guy in the background.
No, he's been rotoscoped out.
Oh, just nothing.
I'll go back in 10 years and George Lucas this podcast. And
You'll
like, take
redux
out
it.
things. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll put a CGI like face over you to like age you up to how you look in the future.
Don't do that.
So anyways, we're talking about Captain Marvel or Captain Marvel, however you want to pronounce it.
Yeah.
There's probably like one right way to pronounce it and I did 2 variations there. So
No, okay. I think in the future when they rename Shazam to Captain Marvel, you're gonna have to pronounce Captain Marvel, Captain Marvel, and Captain Marvel just Captain Marvel.
yeah, well, I think that's what his originally, like his original pronunciation was.
Marvel.
Yeah, like Captain Marvel.
Wait,
Could be wrong.
is it
I don't know what I'm
DC?
talking about.
Or
The DC one.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Because
I
you
swear
have
I've heard people
Kal-El.
call him Captain Marvel.
Okay. Zod.
So anyways, what do you think of Captain Marvel? Oh, we're going to do non-spoilers first for as long as we like, and then we'll do spoilers.
But we'll give you plenty of warning.
Yeah, we'll have time codes in the time code box down below.
You'll know that we do we're going to do spoilers because we'll do the spoiler guns to both cameras. Like a stick
we'll
up.
do like a Mexican standoff between the audience and us.
Yeah, it will be like spoilers.
Yeah.
And then quick draw them back.
I'll freeze frame for the YouTube version.
Yep.
I just realized we're doing this as if we're talking to the cameras, but there's also going to be the audio version. So like, they're going to be listening like, what are they talking about?
Well, we're actually recording this as well if you're just listening to this, but you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so what did I think of Captain Marvel? I really liked it. I enjoyed it. I think it's a cool flick, not just for the Marvel and superhero fans, but for, you know, girls.
Fans in general.
And women too, because there's a little bit of nice, you can do it, girls. You can do anything. Don't listen to people that tell you to, you know, stay down because you can get back up, which I like. I like that message. It's important.
You know what they should have played at the end when she got up?
What?
Because it's set in the 90s.
I'm still
No, I get knocked down, but I get up again.
No, I get knocked down.
Yeah. You enjoyed it.
No, yeah, I
It was a
enjoyed
good
it.
Marvel.
Yeah. There's some bits in it that was just like, yeah, could be better, but
Yeah, there's some bits where I was bored, to be
Yeah.
honest. I was like, this is just plot beats to get us to where
but
we need
I
to go,
understand
you know?
that because like there's a lot to like build, I guess, and a lot to like, I don't know, like the first act, a lot happened. I'm not gonna lie. Like when I was watching, I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah, the first act is
a lot, but not a lot at the same time. It's weird. It's like it moved really fast, but yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
but like there wasn't. I don't know. Yeah, it's fine. I'm tired.
I thought the film was just all right, you know?
Yeah.
With the Marvel films, it probably ranks like middle-ish,
Middle-ish.
yeah. But
Better
that being,
than Thor: The Dark
that
World.
being said, there hasn't been a Marvel movie I've disliked. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's still doing all right, you know? It's best to least good, in my opinion.
Best to least good.
Yeah.
That
With Thor 2 at the bottom. The Dark World.
yeah, Thor: The Dark World is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not even that bad, to be honest. Like when I catch it on TV or something, I'm like, yeah, it's a movie. It functions. It's got scenes.
Funk with funk.
But Thor doesn't really learn anything the whole time, you know?
Yeah.
His
well,
mum dies, but you don't even remember that until he brings it up in Infinity War. Loki dies for us a bit, then he comes back in the next scene.
Loki always dies and comes back though.
The thing is, when it happened in Thor: The Dark World, I thought it was like for real, and I was like, that's pretty good, you know?
I wish it was. No,
Then
sorry.
2 scenes later, he's like, "Oh, I'm here."
All the Loki fans out there are like, grr.
They're low key, like, grr.
Oh, the low-key fans and the Loki fans. No, I like Captain Marvel because she's overpowered. No, I really enjoyed Ben Mendelsohn's character a lot. I'm not
Yes.
going to lie. His character's so fun. And they do this cool, it's a spoiler, I won't say it. I'll say it later, but
Yeah, I
they
was
do
gonna
this
say,
like fun, cool little thing.
Mendo is the
Yeah.
best bit of this movie, hands down. And it's not because he's a regular guest on this podcast.
No, we're not biased at all.
No. He didn't pay us before we started recording to,
I think Ben Mendelsohn's an attractive man, and I'm saying that
he is.
without
Especially in green scroll makeup. Do
Yeah.
you reckon that was him? It would have been him. What am I talking about?
Well, then, okay, never mind, because people, that's also a spoiler I was about to say.
Yeah, it's hard not going into spoilers.
Yeah.
What can we say that's not spoilers? Sam Jackson is good.
Yeah.
He's a younger Nick Fury. He's less...
He's got
less
2
cynical.
eyes, two. That's 2
That
for
he-
the people at home. 2 eyes.
He may lose by the end of the film, Who's to say?
Who's to say?
You can say. No, don't. Say it for the spoilers. Yeah.
It's-
How do you do non-spoilers?
The movie plays out
pretty good.
exactly how you kind of expect it would.
Exactly. I didn't think there was any surprises. Even the
No.
surprises weren't surprises, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Like it'd do a twist and the character's like, oh, we've
But
got a
you're just like,
revelation. And I was like,
but we
kind of
knew
figured that out
yeah.
just from how movies happen.
Like how in the Dark Phoenix would be like, ooh, Mystique dies, but
Oh, yeah.
that's literally in the trailer. So
Can we talk about that later?
yeah, later. Maybe next podcast.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
good. Oh, we're not doing a proper one this week though. So,
Oofed.
or are we?
No. Be humble.
I feel like,
Sit down.
just for me personally, I had no emotional investment in Carol Danvers
Okay.
until like the end, I guess.
Oh yeah, I get that. Like when she found out that she was actually human, I was
Yeah.
like,
I know it's hard when it's a character that doesn't remember her past, but I feel like she could have had a bit more, not personality, but like
I think it's because the way we were introduced to her was really like,
it was really strange. We didn't get introduced to her at all. It just
At
dropped
all.
us into the movie.
yeah, literally just like we see her and she wakes up, she goes,
Yeah, the way it opens, it feels
hello,
like
Jude Law, let's bash up each other.
the way it opens, it feels like the 3rd scene of the movie or something. After a prologue.
Yeah, it does. Like something, it should have had something in the beginning, like in Guardians of the Galaxy, where it's like,
Yeah,
like,
to build a little bit of intrigue, like give us a bit of
exactly. It felt like something that was missing from the start.
attach. Yeah, Guardians did that really well, where it
Yeah.
showed him as a kid,
and
and
then
they hit you right in the feels with his mother dying of cancer. And you're like, okay, we know why we care about Star Lord now.
exactly.
And there's nothing like that in Captain Marvel, really.
Yeah, we didn't know why we cared about Captain Marvel. But they didn't even do the thing that they do in Maze Runner, right? Where they like bring you into a situation where, okay, if you're going to drop us into a situation, at least make the character not know what's going on as well. Put them in the same situation as the
Yeah,
audience.
exactly.
And then you can like build that care about that character through the audience's experience, like going, like literally paralleling the character's experience. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no,
like,
I was gonna say
yeah.
like Alita Battle Angel
yeah, like
did that
Alita
really
Battle
well.
Angel. Yeah, exactly.
And I was thinking about that during the movie because I'm like, that did it better where,
yeah.
you still cared about Alita even though you didn't know what she was going through because I feel like you were experiencing everything through her shoes.
Exactly.
But with this movie, I feel like they showed enough stuff to the audience that we could figure out.
But they kind of
where
just
things
like,
were
you know what they
going.
did? They did like a dump, like what do you call it? Like a file dump on us. The part where like there's a part, basically a scene where like the scrolls are like going through her memories, and that felt like a file dump. You know what I mean? Like
Actually,
information dump.
I like
Yeah.
that sequence a lot.
It was a
actually.
good sequence, I know, but I felt like
That was the point in the movie where suddenly I was like, "Oh, I like this now."
yeah, because
at
it,
first,
it was really like different. Like I was playing with, like I don't know, like it was going through the flashes of like her basically life, like rewind, like click style basically, but with like Ben Mendelsohn like narrating over the top. He's like, oh wait, go back to that, go back to that. Oh wait, stay here. I like this. It's literally like watching a movie with your dad or
I was
something.
laughing during that bit just because Mendo's like,
Yeah.
Wait, go back.
Yeah, it was really funny. I feel like people were confused during that. They were like, wait, what's that voice? Like, yeah, it's quite good. Do you want to know?
Any more non-spoiler things you can say. I guess we can talk about like
I mean, there's nothing
superficial things,
yeah.
you know, cinematography.
Yeah, it
It
was
was fine.
But there was like bits where it was like really inconsistent with the rest of it, not in a bad
yeah.
way, but like there's like a part where it's like on like handheld and it's like beautiful fucking cinematography like, on her face, and then she's like, and I'm just like, what? This doesn't.
There's one bit where it was a conversation between her and like her friend, and her friend was like, it was a locked off shot, but when it cut back to Carol, like it was like handheld slightly. I'm like,
yeah, it's just like
weird.
Yeah, so strange.
It didn't feel like it was adding to the scene or anything.
Yeah, no.
There's a few bits where it looked really good. I liked the production design for the most part. Some of it looked kind of boring. But
I understand because they were just, I guess it's set in the 90s. So like, actually they
Yeah.
could have had more fun with that.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
definitely. But like their idea of like, it's the 90s, they're putting troll dolls in a spaceship and going, oh, it's the 90s, let's put a
Yeah.
troll doll here.
they did that in Guardians.
Oh, they did too, yeah.
Yeah. But no, whenever they set these Marvel movies like in the middle of their day, it looks so flat. Especially when it's all like concrete walls and highways.
Oh yeah,
And it doesn't
I
have
read
to
that
look
scene,
flat. There's
yeah.
plenty of action movies that take place during the day.
Where in
on, like,
America
high-
does she land?
I don't know actually.
Because I was just trying to think like, because there's like desert and stuff, so it must be like Nevada, maybe
Maybe.
California,
I-
but not like the good part of California.
Yeah.
Like the part
be
you'd want to
California.
go to. Sorry, Californians. No Californians are watching this.
Yet. Actually, we don't know that. Our Spider-Verse episode was our best received episode.
Oh, actually, I have a question. What did you think of Brie Larson as Captain Marvel?
She was good.
Yeah.
I just feel like she wasn't given enough to do in her
Yeah,
own movie, which
true.
is weird.
Yeah.
I feel like in Endgame... No, don't... No. Now I'm going to have to edit that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
Why?
when you touch it, it makes a noise.
Oh, because it
Or
was
I'll
like
leave it in so
pointing to
people
your
know what I'm talking
shoulder.
about.
Oh,
No, it's fine.
Yeah. Well, they can see what I just did.
Not
Sorry.
for the listeners.
Oh, for the listeners. Well,
Our
just
loyal
edit that out for
listeners.
them.
I won't.
Okay.
They need to hear it.
Okay, talk about Brie Larson.
Talk about Brie Larson. I was going to say, in Endgame, I feel like she'll be used a lot more.
Yeah. Because then she have more people to interact with and stuff that we're familiar with, I guess. It'll be really
And we
cool.
have emotional attachment to her.
To her character, yeah. It's not just like...
Because I didn't at the start of this. I just felt like I was watching, you know,
I think it was
a
just,
movie.
you know what?
I started halfway through. I'm like, what? Did I miss why I'm meant to be involved with her character?
Yeah, it did start really weird. I do remember that, like that whole first like bit where before they fight, but like from when it begins, that whole bit, like where she wakes up and goes to his door. I was like, is this what the movie's going to be like? I was thinking in my head, I remember, it's like, is this what it's going to be like? Like, okay, I'm on board for this, I guess.
Terrible editing in that action scene where it's like... I realized when I was doing that, I can edit it like it did in the movie. So
It looked like a movie like you were doing.
yeah, but we'll act it out.
No.
Pretend you have a stick.
Did they have sticks?
No, they didn't.
They were like,
I'm like, I'm not actually gonna hit you. That would be rude.
no, look, I'm going to do the edit me to have glowing hands. AM
Yeah.
to the PM to the...
I can't wait for
Sit
Shazam.
down. Be humble. I actually can't wait for Shazam. Not sarcastic. I'm going to like it
Why would
better
people
than...
be sarcastic about that?
because people might think, like, because have you seen the trailer? People might be like, oh, that looks stupid, but
It's good. It
that's
looks like
normies.
it looks more like a 90s throwback movie than Captain Marvel did, ironically. If that makes
Captain
sense.
Marvel, DC, Shazam, Captain Marvel is the best DC character. Change my mind.
Okay.
Go, change my mind.
No.
Okay.
Why would I try and change your opinion?
I don't know.
Unless it's like,
it's an
oh,
internet
Bryan
thing.
Singer's a good lad. All right, should we do spoilers?
All right, let's get
feel like-
into it.
I can't talk about stuff if we're not in spoilers, you know?
Yeah.
Because I keep having thoughts. I'm like, I can't say that. That's a spoiler. So. Captain Marvel
territory.
dies
Yeah.
in the first 10 minutes.
What?
And I was like, why'd she die? Then the rest of the movie is just Nick Fury walking around talking to no one.
Huh? That's how he lost his eye, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
She was his eye, and that's why he'll never trust anyone again.
Yeah, I thought that was just really weird. The trailers misdirected me
Yeah.
because, you know, she's in the whole movie in the trailer.
And did you know that actually, like, the real Captain Marvel shows up and starts flossing and he says Shazam, and then he turns into whatever that actor's name is, and then goes AM to the P.
Zachary something.
Levi. Zachary
I was
Levi.
going to say Quinto, but that's the other guy.
That's the
gay man.
Yeah. Why did
I could have said Spock. I could have said that guy from Heroes.
the guy from American Horror Story that one time?
Okay, I lied before. Captain Marvel doesn't die, but you know that because you're in spoilers.
Yeah.
That was just to punk the people that decided to listen and be like, ooh, I'm going to listen anyways and see if they actually spoil it. You know?
I'm pretty sure I gave it away instantly by just going, huh?
Let's get into to juicy spoiler stuff. Because there's a lot to talk about.
But there's a lot to talk about, yeah.
All right, well, let's go chronologically so we don't forget stuff, all right? So after Captain Marvel dies at the first 10 minutes, she comes back. And
She doesn't die.
Okay.
Well, technically, she's dead on Earth. So, yeah, she died.
She's DOA.
Dead on America. So, dead on American soil. There you go.
DOS.
DOS. Dead on America.
No, at the start, after Jude Law and Brie Larson have that terrible fight scene with good choreography but bad editing.
What'd you think of that, like, production design too, of like that set that they were in?
That one kind of.
It looked like a hallway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
the production design varied. Like the ships looked very boring to me.
I like the CGI of Hana. Is that what it was called? Hala?
Yeah. That looked pretty neat.
Was it Hala? Hola?
Hala.
Hala.
Yeah. Halal.
I said Hana because that's the name of the chick that's in the Grimes song.
Okay.
We appreciate power. Anyway.
No, it didn't look like all the other Marvel planets, you know?
No, it didn't. It actually
Which is why it looked alright. The
like
bits that looked good.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know who docked it. I probably should have.
I wish we saw more of that planet and like, I don't know why, because like what we saw of it was just like the inside of like a facility, I guess, or a building, and it was very plain.
Yeah,
and
I
boring.
never get a sense of the
geography
and like the
culture and the planet.
Yeah, like the culture.
Yeah, of the people. Because then I don't care about the fucking Krees. Like,
yeah, I felt that way with the Thor movies, especially the first one.
Yeah.
Like they
With
show
Asgard
establishing shots of
stuff.
Asgard, then it's just like a couple rooms.
Yeah.
It's like this doesn't feel like a real location,
Yeah,
real place you can feel. Like it doesn't feel tangible.
Yeah.
And I felt kind of that way with this, where it's like you see this planet. I guess you see people on a train going somewhere, you know? It's a bit.
Oh, yeah. That was good. I liked that because then it was kind of reminding me of, I don't know, something like Blade Runner where they had established the city by like doing like having shots like that of him in transit and stuff. Sorry. Like they don't just have a conversation in a room, which most of it was, but they just had one of them in a train. But like you didn't get a sense of movement either because, or like you don't know where they're going from or to. It's like, why are they in a train? Does that make sense? It's a bit weird like that. Or for me anyway, you might have picked it up, but I was just like, why are they on a train? Because like, where are they going? Where are they coming from? Like, I don't know.
So what happens after that? She gets captured by Mendo at some point.
Oh yeah, they go to this. They get assigned to a planet or something.
Oh yeah,
to
that's
do
right. That whole sequence looked kind of. It reminded me of like Rogue One or Solo, a Star Wars story.
I was about to say, remind me of Solo when the cinematographer like had a stroke and just like made the whole fucking
fog
lighting
machines and foam
one
rocks.
color, lighting color, and it's just like, can you please have some contrast so I can actually see what's going on here? Please, it's so frustrating.
I don't think it's the DOP's fault.
No, probably
it's
not.
The color grading.
Oh yeah, actually true. Yeah,
the characters were silhouetted, but because there was no contrast, it's like it'll look
blended together. Yeah, but anyway, yeah. So she gets duked. They go to like save this guy, and he's actually a Skrull.
Yeah, meet the Skrulls,
and it turns out everyone's a Skrull. So okay, and they all get shot at, but Captain Marvel, what's her name? Veers is the only one that gets saved. Oh no, sorry, saved.
Which we found out she was called that because they found the other half of
Carol Danvers, and like it's Carol Duh, but that got ripped off, and all he found was the VERS.
I knew about that before I saw it somehow.
I was confused. Like, I remember like halfway through the movie, I was like, wait, I just realized they're calling her Veers. Why are they calling her that?
Yeah.
Anyway. Wait, in
I
the comics.
must have heard it somewhere because someone must have like looked in the trailer where you see her name tag and they're like, oh, she's called Veers because the other half is Vers.
Vers, Carol Danvers. In the comics, is her name Marvel? Like, is there a other character that is?
Yeah, but it's usually a dude.
Ah, wait.
That's why people thought Jude Law was going to be Marvel.
Ah.
That's what I thought as well. But no, it was Annette Bening.
She's cool.
Yeah, and I like that was her reason for being called Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Like, they don't say it in the movie. There's not like a stupid scene at the end where Miles tells us like, what should we name ourselves?
I like the way they introduced her being Captain Marvel. It's like her and Nick Fury are washing the dishes and he's like, that lady, Marvel. And she's like, no, Marvel.
Yeah, Nick Fury's like, Marvel.
Yeah.
And then she's like, why are you saying that? He's like, because Marvel.
Marvel. And then Stanley rises from his grave. It's like,
oh, don't say Marvel 3 times. Oh yeah, Stanley cameo in this was pretty good because he played himself.
So she's like,
Mallrats era.
Yeah. Oh, it was so nice.
He's on the train reading the Mallrats script.
And then like she's looking for a scroll, the old lady scene from the trailer where she punches the old lady, and she's looking at everyone, and then you can see Stan like reading it out loud, and you can hear him.
Like,
and then she walks past him and looks
true
at him.
believers or something.
Yeah. And then he looks up at her and smiles, and she smiles back, and I was just like, ooh.
Oh yeah, and we forgot to talk about, they opened with a Stanley fucking tribute with the Marvel logo. It showed all his cameos instead of all the
comic book
the
pages.
dudes. Yeah. Then it said, thank you, Stan.
Oh, it was so nice. 10 seconds of the movie, I was already crying. But then I immediately stopped when it introduced it because I was just like, what?
Yeah. What is the opening shot? It's like,
it's her
fire.
eyes or her face, and she's opening her eyes, isn't it?
I think so. I remember it's just like fog and there's like fire.
Oh, she was having a dream. I forgot about that part.
Yeah.
That's how it opened. She was having the dream or a nightmare or whatever, and then she wakes up, and that's why she goes to his room.
I wish she had a different dream. I wish it was more non-linear. That's what I think.
Yeah, that would have been because memory is a weird thing, and it never like happens like, I don't know. They kind of introduced that kind of aspect into it, but it would have been really cool if it was, like you said, non-linear, where like I'm. What?
Let me have a look at this.
Keep talking. Anyway, yeah. So like memories are never work. I don't know, the way that they do in movies and stuff. We just like, oh, I remember that all of a sudden. Like my amnesia's gone. Memory always feels very like non-linear and confusing a lot of the time, and it'd be cool if it like introduced that like aspect.
Yeah, like Alita Battle Angel.
Yeah,
she has 3 flashbacks at key points in the movie.
Yeah,
where it makes sense for her to remember a thing.
Yeah, exactly. No, I like Alita's Battle Angel and the flashbacks that she has and stuff. It's very cool. That's how you actually know. Another thing we can compare it to, how to make the world feel real and like tangible. Like, I don't know. Obviously, it's a bigger fucking movie and it's like set in like that place, but still, I'm allowed to complain about fucking holla or whatever.
Yeah,
not
and the movie
feeling
didn't
real.
Take place there that
it
much.
Didn't, yeah. You know what that planet felt like that they went to on that thing? It felt like the planet they went to in Rogue One.
It did.
Where they killed
That's why
her
I said
dad.
that before, yeah.
They killed Jyn Erso's dad.
But it also looked like a soundstage because you couldn't see past like
2 meters. Jinx.
I mean, Blade Runner 2049 did that same thing, but you felt like
it was
part of like a huge space.
Yeah, it didn't feel, But then again, like...
Yeah, and the lighting setup for that was crazy. Have you ever seen like a set photo of that?
No.
Like there's this like rig at the top and there's just lights like everywhere.
Do you reckon that's what real life is like? Like if we go actually to outer space, it's not space, it's just like studio light. It's just the sun doesn't exist. It's just a big
dome with a bunch of
it's just a HMI.
So
Anyway.
what happens after I guess she crashes on Earth into Blockbuster Video. There wasn't as much fish out of water, stupid humor as I thought there was going to be.
She's very dry, Captain Marvel, as a character in this.
Yeah.
Like when she interacts with people, she's very like...
At first I was kind of like...
Everyone's going to hate on that. I know for a fact. I see you there. I see you. I see you on the forums saying stuff like she doesn't smile, or she's got no emotion in her acting. Well,
my problem isn't that she didn't smile.
Okay? Stop saying that. Think deeper. Form your own opinion.
See the movie
first, then think deeper about that, because following the trend isn't always cool. All right, there you go.
Agree.
That's what I have to say.
Well, I was going to say, my problem wasn't that she wasn't smiling. It's just that she came off very, like...
dry?
Yeah, like cold.
Yeah.
It's like, why... Our protagonist shouldn't be...
I think that's because she was trying to like, I don't know whose decision it was, but like to portray her as like a really like, oh, tough girl. Like she doesn't take shit from no one.
Yeah,
like,
and I don't have a problem with that. Like I feel like Wonder Woman...
Jessica Jones.
Was like that. Jessica Jones as well.
Yeah.
But Wonder Woman also had that thing where she's like...
Because she was a fish out of water as well, Wonder Woman.
Exactly, but she was endearing.
Yeah.
Like when she saw stuff, she was like genuinely like amazed by it.
Yeah.
Like the one bit in Wonder Woman I really like is... There's that one bit in Wonder Woman, like it's a little detail, but she tastes ice cream. And she's like, oh, this is the best thing I've ever tasted.
What? When does that happen?
In Wonder Woman.
What? When?
Doesn't she?
When does she eat ice cream in Wonder Woman?
Maybe I'm making that up.
She in the middle of the battlefield, she's like...
No, when she arrives in London, doesn't she eat ice cream?
Ice
or is this a
cream.
Mandela effect thing that's happening right now?
I mean, I thought the ending of Wonder Woman was the ending of like Justice League, so I could be
pretty sure
wrong.
she has ice cream at one point.
You know what I realized?
Yes, she does.
Okay, look. Who cares?
She has ice
she
cream.
Has ice
She's
cream.
like, no, this is important because it's a little character detail that made me care about Wonder Woman.
It's all thrown out the window anyway because that movie ruins the whole fucking like by having stupid Ares at the end show up and him actually be real.
I like the ending of Wonder Woman better than the ending of this.
Yeah, no, I'm not comparing them. I'm just saying the ending of Wonder Woman's just like, if they just made Ares not real, then it would have been better.
Not real?
Yeah, because you know how she's talking about Ares like, oh, humans are bad because of Ares.
Oh, no, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I agree, actually.
Yeah, thank you.
There's a bit where I thought the movie was ending.
Yeah.
And I thought the lesson was going to be like,
oh, humans are bad just because they can be bad, not because of Ares.
Yeah, I thought that's what was going to like push her into hiding.
Yeah, exactly.
And make her cynical about the human race. Because like, people just fight and have wars all the time.
Yeah.
You know?
And they're not pure like I thought they were and perfect.
But then they have to have a third act.
Yeah.
Another third act, they have to have a
big monster. Yeah. A big CGI battle, basically.
You can't defeat me, Wonder Woman.
I thought you were going to do the shocker thing.
You can't escape me! I'll chase you to the ends of the earth!
But no, did I make my point about Wonder Woman? Yeah, she eats ice cream. And
she's
she's
genuinely amazed by it, yeah.
Yeah, she's like, oh, you should be very proud of this. This is so good.
Yeah.
And Chris Pine's like, yeah, whatever. And they keep walking. I'm like, oh, that's
Chris Pine is me, Wonder
nice
Woman's
moment. We
you.
needed more nice moments in Captain Marvel to, you know, just add a little bit of...
They tried to do that with the whole like where she like talks to the police officer, but then again it's not endearing. She's like she's
fish out of water.
It's literally
stuff.
so dry that it's not funny because she just walks up to the police and she goes, where's the communications? And he goes, oh, it's over there, and then points to like the Radio Shack, and I'm just like,
I feel like they're very influenced by Terminator. I just got that vibe.
Yeah, I guess.
Where she's meant to be like this cold, kind of like, you know?
Yeah, true.
And there's a bit where she steals the motorbike and dude's...
Oh,
that one died too. Well.
Did it just stop?
I think so. Well, DSLRs usually have a thing where they stop after half an hour.
Oh.
Talk about Brie Larson.
Anyway, yeah, we already talked about we were talking about Brie Larson last time you did this. I'm pretty sure. Fix the camera, but no. Yeah, I don't know. It would have been a writing decision, not a Brie Larson decision, obviously, to make her like that. But yeah, I don't know. I think she does her best with what she's given.
Yeah, it's not Brie Larson's fault.
She definitely does like the best with what she's given, and I think she's a good choice. She looks like Captain Marvel to me. Like when I see her, I'm just like, yeah, that looks like Captain Marvel. Yeah.
Yes. What was the thing about Terminator? Oh, yeah, I feel like they were influenced by Terminator because they have that whole chase scene like on the freeway with the train, and that reminded me of T2.
Yeah.
But not as well shot and edited and crafted.
That's okay.
That action sequence is probably my least favorite. I don't even remember what happened in it, really.
Hmm.
I remember they were on a train. They punched for a bit.
A train that looked like a tram too, because I kept thinking it was a tram, then I remembered it was a train. Yeah.
They needed more scroll shenanigans.
I know they didn't have much of that. The scroll shenanigans stuff was very like,
I was so excited for the scrolls,
Yeah.
and I don't do enough with them.
no.
The most fun thing they do is that bit in the trailer that we see with the old lady.
And the thing they do, like when they scrolls first come to Earth, they like are there's like 4 of them,
Yeah,
and they're choosing like
was
someone to like
It's like Transformers.
copy, and like 2 of them choose the same one. He goes, "Oh yeah, I got this one first.
Oh, this one's taken.
This one's taken." Yeah,
It's taken.
yeah. Yeah. What happens in this movie? Fuck.
Well, there's a bunch of things to say about it. I was gonna say these Marvel movies now, this isn't a good or bad thing, but they're pretty much just playing connect the dots. You know, that camera's gone. I think it ran out of battery.
Oh no.
We can talk about the Tesseract now. We find out Captain
Oh,
Marvel's
yeah.
power is from the Tesseract.
So yeah, she
Kind of neat. It makes it all kind of
Yeah.
part of the universe.
she explodes this like fucking power core that was in
energy
this
core, yeah.
energy core that was in this like fucking spaceship, and she fucking explodes, and it goes into her cells or something like that.
Yeah.
And then she can do the photon thing.
Kind of like we last saw it in Captain America: The First Avenger, and then somehow it ended up with Shield. How did it get to Shield?
Oh, the Tesseract, yeah.
Yeah, there's like this is the little bridge. Nick Fury doesn't have an eye patch. How does he get the eye patch? You explain this because it was your theory.
Oh yeah, I literally called it as soon as they dropped the first trailer and like the first marketing for Captain Marvel. I literally turned around to Maya and said, "He's gonna lose his eye from the cat," and you were like, "No." Guess what happens?
No, I was like, I hope that happens.
Oh,
Remember?
who said no? Someone in our group said no.
Probably.
Probably
But I remember being
Patrick.
like, I hope that
Patrick, I
happens because
see
it would
you.
make people mad.
Yeah, true. No, but yeah, they have like a fake out thing where they like he gets his eye like burnt or something like or smashed on the ground by a scroll. Is that what
Yeah.
happened?
And they're like, how's your
Yeah.
eye?
And he goes, "Yeah, it's fine."
He's like, yeah, it's fine.
And then like
everyone's okay.
literally in the last 10 minutes of the movie, he picks up the cat and
Scratches
scratches
his
him
eye.
eye. And,
I thought it was awesome.
yeah. And that's how he loses his eye, ladies and gentlemen.
Because there's this big mystery behind it. And he's always
Yeah.
like, last time I trusted someone, I lost an eye.
Yeah. And it wasn't
just-
even a
it's just a cat.
someone. It's not even, actually, it's not a cat. It's a felucan.
Flurkin.
Flurrican. Yeah, so the cat is not a cat. It's an alien that eats the Tesseract.
Yep.
And that's how it gets to Nick Fury.
The after credit scene is she? Goose the cat's a she, right?
Goose
Or
is a
he?
boy, yeah.
A boy.
Boy.
Goose the cat throws up the Tesseract. That's the after credit scene.
It's literally like hairball, but Tesseract. Do you reckon they actually like filmed one of the cats throwing up a hairball?
No, I think that was all CG.
Yeah, it looked really CG.
Yeah.
But it still looked fine. It didn't look terrible.
fine, yeah.
yeah.
I thought the CG all around was pretty good in this movie. There was no bits where I was like, that looks bad. You know?
What about the blue people, the Kree?
They weren't CG.
No, I know they weren't, but what do you think of that? Sorry, that was an unrelated thing. Like, do you reckon the blue skin looked all right?
It looked fine. It looked like
To me,
how
it just
did in
looked
Guardians.
like paint.
Well, yeah, that's the aesthetic that James
Yeah.
Gunn kind of started, though.
Yeah.
Where he's going back to that retro sci-fi look,
True,
you know?
true.
Where it's just a guy painted a color, you know? They don't need elaborate.
They just die
Like
from not being
ears
able to
and-
breathe through their skin. Do you know that's a thing? Like, if you cover your skin head to toe in like paint, you can die because your skin can't breathe. And like,
Well, that's why they use special paint, you know?
yeah, obviously, but
If you cover yourself in, like, I don't know, like house paint, probably.
house paint.
Yeah.
That's how you die. Like,
Exactly.
not even from your skin not being able to breathe, just from being an idiot. Because if you've gotten to that point in your life where you've
You die from
covered your
idiocy. Yeah.
yeah, if you've gotten to the point in your life where you are stupid enough to cover yourself head to toe in house paint, then you should have been dead 10 years ago. Like, honestly. What else can we really talk about? I don't know.
There's heaps of thoughts I had leaving the movie that I've now forgotten.
Because I'm tired.
Yeah. What do
Oh
you think
yeah,
of-
at the end. Okay, guess what? At the end, they
Yeah. You explain
Nick
this. It's really
Fury,
funny.
right, is like starting up his dossier or his pitch for like the Avengers, right?
He's calling
Basically,
it the project,
the
Protectors
Protectors
Initiative.
Initiative.
And everyone's like, I
Okay.
thought that would have been enough, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't
That's
have a
all you
name for it
need.
yet. Yeah.
But he's going through like an old file and like looking at photos of Carol, and then he sees like her basically
the music
jet.
while you explain
yeah,
it?
good. And this is literally what the scene is like, because like it does the same thing, like fades in the music like it does in memes.
Dun, dun, dun. You have to keep
Okay,
explaining
sorry,
it. I'm
that
doing
was
the background
really
music.
distracting. Okay,
I told you what I was doing.
I literally have like mild OCD. This is
Okay,
actually
go.
okay.
Dun,
Sorry.
dun, dun, dun,
And then
dun,
anyway,
dun, dun, dun,
so he's looking through the photos of her, and he sees one of her getting her into her fighter jet, and on the fighter jet it says Carol Danvers, air quotations, Avenger. Dun,
dun, dun.
dun, dun. And then
Oh.
he's backspacing on his keyboard on the
He's
protectors.
typing really slow. It's like,
But you don't ever see him type Avengers. You just see him smile at the monitor, and you know. You don't actually see the word Avengers ever on his computer document.
it's a lot like the end of Age of Ultron, where Captain America's like, Avengers. And then it goes,
Yeah.
directed by Josh Whedon.
Lol. Wait, there's another.
Or it's like the end of Fantastic Four, when he's like, I got it, guys. And it says, Fantastic Four. Is that Mendo? Oh, no.
Some weird noises. I don't know if you guys heard that.
Mendo, come in. You guys.
I think the camera cut out.
What? The camera cut out now. While I'm here.
Why do you sound like that, Ben Mento?
Well, I'm puffed out because I ran all the way from the world premiere of Captain Marvel.
Oh. Did you meet Brie Larson?
Yeah, we actually didn't talk on set. It was a bit of a dilemma.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They couldn't keep us in the same room at the same time.
Why is that?
Oh, because the first time we had a bit of a fight.
Oh, no, that's terrible.
Yeah.
What about?
Well, just life, you know. I was like, I'm a man from Australia. I'm a classically trained actor, you know.
Oh, okay.
And you're Brie Larson.
You're Brie Larson.
Academy Award-winning Brie Larson. I'm Ben Mendelsohn.
What? Academy Award winning?
Yeah, she won for Rome. You know Rome?
Fuck, I forgot she was in that movie. Shit, I forgot.
She was. I mean,
She
was,
won Best Actress?
Yeah. I mean, she sucked in that movie. I thought
Oh my goodness.
she won Best Actor.
What about in Captain Marvel?
I wouldn't know.
But your characters were really good friends.
Look, we weren't together on set, and I ran from the world premiere, so I didn't see the movie.
Did your character die, or was he just like injured?
No,
at the end?
I lived.
Oh,
At least in the script.
Oh,
I don't know
that's
in the
right. He
movie.
lived because they were at dinner at the end. I forgot about that because I remember your character got shot, and I was like, "What was the point of that if he's not going to die?"
When I read that in the script, I thought I was going to die.
Yeah.
And I was like, I went to the writers and I said,
Before you read any further.
Can you write me into the third act of this movie? And they were like, yeah, just check the script.
Just keep reading.
Just keep reading. I'm sure it'll be fine. So what do you guys think of Captain Marvel?
Yeah. It's pretty good. I liked your character. Okay, it goes like this: Samuel L. Jackson, you, Brie Larson, Jude Law's at the bottom.
Oh, Jude Law's always a bottom.
Oh my god. Okay, I don't know why.
That's so funny.
I don't need to know why you know that information, but that's...
I don't. Eric Banner does.
Oh, oof. Okay, we're
I
getting...
left him in the car. Okay, he was my Uber driver.
Oh, is Jude Law there as well?
No, look. There's a reason.
Do you want to know?
Would you like to know who he really is?
No.
Did that line make the movie, by the way?
No, it didn't actually make the movie.
What?
Have you not seen it? I thought you ran from the world premiere.
Yeah, I didn't see the movie because I ran from the world premiere.
Oh, okay.
I went to the red carpet.
And that's it.
I spoke to the people.
Did you go dressed as a Skrull?
I mean, you're always dressed as a Skrull because Skrulls can be anyone.
Oh my god, that's so true.
Yeah.
Well then, I hate to break it to you, but I'm a Skrull because I've got an Australian accent.
Oh, I get it. So, actually, me and Samuel L. Jackson are pretty good mates.
Yeah? Why?
oh, we just get along. We talk about the films that we've been in. I was like, I was in Star Wars, and he's like,
God,
no
Mike,
way.
when does this guy ever shut up?
I was in Star Wars. Mike's over there. I pushed him out of the way.
Mike, oh no.
I think I knocked over the camera when I did it.
That's
he's
why it
trying to
turned
fix
off.
it up. Yeah.
Okay.
So
He's crying.
that's not my problem. Samuel Jackson is like, I was in Star Wars too. Oh shit.
You're knocking everything, Mendo. You're knocking the camera, the microphone.
I'm just so excited this movie's out there in the world. And Sam Jackson's.
Oh my God.
Sam
You're
Jackson's
sorry
like-
it's out there in the world.
I said, I'm so happy.
Oh, I thought you said you're sorry.
Sam Jackson's like, I was in a Marvel movie. And I could say, I was in a Marvel movie.
And you're both in Star Wars
Yeah, that's
and Marvel
how we
movies.
bonded. He was Shin Windu.
Okay, Shin Windu.
I was the dude in the white cloak. What was my name?
in the worst Star Wars movie.
Krennic.
No.
Mr. Krennic.
It's not the worst Star Wars movie. I'm sorry. The worst Star Wars movie is if you're an incel, The Last Jedi, or if you're a normal
What's an
person,
incel?
then The Phantom Menace.
What's an incel?
Okay, just Google it. Do you know what Google is,
I don't know
Mendo?
how to Google.
It's just like in the movie Captain Marvel when she goes to the internet cafe and she doesn't know how to Google.
I don't remember that bit. I wasn't on set that day.
Oh, because you weren't in that scene.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's funny because not even Google. What is it? Like some old ass thing that we don't even know about.
Probably Bing.com.
The fucking boomers behind us, Mendo, were laughing because when that came up, they were the only people in the cinema that were laughing.
Careful who you call a boomer.
Oh, okay. Shit. Oh,
Alright.
sorry. Are you a boomer? Wait, how old are you, Mendo?
At least 40.
At least 40? Well, you look pretty good for at least 40.
Well, thank you. I like to play villains.
Yeah?
Yeah. I was a villain in the Star Wars. I was a villain in Robin Hood. I was a villain in...
You sound like a fucking 3-year-old listing off his life achievements.
Oi. You ever seen The Animal Kingdom?
No.
I was in that movie.
Animal Kingdom? What's that?
It's an Australian crime drama.
Oh, that's why I haven't seen it.
It's a very good film. One of my proudest
Is that even still
achievements.
recording?
I wouldn't know.
All right. Let's ask Mike. Mike, is that still recording?
I better go anyway. I'm very
Okay.
tired from being at the world premiere for Captain Marvel.
Okay, you better go run back to Eric Banner, see if he's okay. He might have gone to Macca's without you. Macca's run.
Look, I told him when I come back. We're going for a Macca's run, and I'm gonna get the Captain Marvel combo.
Oh. They only have that in the US. They don't have that here. Sorry, Mendo. Is that why you moved to the US?
Would you like to know?
I'm pushing you off now. Bye. Bye, Mendo. Knock on your way out. Well, that was interesting. I wasn't actually expecting him in this episode, but anything can happen, I guess, in Hollywood and stuff. Mike's just he's seeing Mendo out. They're just having a little secret chat, and he's fixing up the camera. Oh, here he is. He's back. Oh, he fixed the cameras. Oh, they're working now.
I was pretty bummed out that he knocked over the camera as soon as he came in.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying.
It was our definitive proof that we actually have Mendo on this podcast as a guest.
Yeah, and he ruined it.
Some people message in and they're like, "Oh, nice impression, dude. That was pretty good." I'm
Yeah.
like, impression. What?
Impression.
What are you talking about?
I don't know if that's an insult to Mendo or a compliment to you.
I think it's an insult to Mendo, to be honest.
Yeah.
That he wouldn't be kind enough to come on this podcast.
Yeah, that's actually so rude, dude. So rude. I can't believe
Yeah,
you
he
guys.
said some interesting things.
Yeah.
And I want to talk about his character a lot because
Do it.
here's my favorite bit about the movie.
Yeah.
He had the most layers. He was the most interesting character to me. I was the most emotionally invested in him. Like when you saw his family and they did little...
Yeah. Oh my God. I literally shed an actual tear. I was like, this is nice.
Exactly. And I was like, oh, I wish the movie was about him.
Yeah, exactly. He was actually very
Scroll ones were
interesting.
him. And when they had that family dinner together,
Yeah.
at the end, I was like, this reminds me of the Marvel comics, how like the Fantastic Four, they have fucking aliens over at their house and they were just...
Yeah, they were having a little dinner. You know what I really liked? I liked how when Veers, Captain Marvel / Carol Danvers, escapes from the Skrulls on the ship, and then she comes to Earth and they follow her. And they're like literally following her, and all they want to do, like all he wants to do is talk to her. I think that's so funny. Like when you realize that in retrospect, like he's like,
Exactly.
like, you know, copying or shape shifting, whatever the Skrulls do, whatever it's called, to like, you know, different people try and get to her and stuff. And then she's like trying to kill them and stuff. And
I know.
And they're not even hurting her. They're just like, I just want to talk. Like literally Mendo's character just keeps saying, I just want to talk. Like, I just want to talk. Like it's actually so funny.
Because a lot of the time when villains say that in movies, they're like, I just want to talk. But then
They have like a gun or a knife. Like, I just want to talk. I just want to talk. And it's like, you don't want to talk.
Mendo was... Oh, so I was so happy every time he was on screen.
Yeah.
Like anytime he said stuff, I was like...
Yeah. You know what's really funny though?
love this.
He plays two characters technically. He plays Talos, the Skrull.
Oh, yeah.
And he plays the shield director or whatever, or the head of operations. And it's so funny because when he plays the head of operations, he's got an American accent.
But when he looks like a Skrull, he's doing his normal accent.
His normal accent.
Well, it's not his normal accent.
Yeah, it's
he's like hamming it up a lot.
Yeah.
Because you hear his normal voice and he's like, oh, I'm here at the red carpet.
And he has a bit of a lisp too when he plays a Skrull.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
he has a lisp in real life, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, really?
A little bit, yeah.
Is that why the other Skrulls have a lisp? Because they're like, oh, he has a lisp. We'll just make them all have a lisp. Anyway.
And he touched on before that he survived the movie. And I was really glad about that. Because when he almost died, I was like, no.
Yeah, I know.
always-
I was like, fuck.
They always get these great
Yeah.
actors and cast them as villains. And they just nerf them instantly.
Yeah, instantly kill them.
Jeff
dude.
Bridges,
Yeah,
done. Fucking Sam Rockwell.
done.
He didn't die, but he's never come back.
Wait, who does Sam Rockwell play?
In Iron Man 2, he played Justin Hammer.
Yes, I forgot
So good.
about that.
Oh, Mickey Rourke, he died in Iron Man 2.
Oh, yeah. Fuck. Okay, I really need to rewatch Iron Man 2 then.
Guy Pearce, gone.
Yeah.
Here's another one. You could name like any of them. Another Marvel movie.
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man. Corey Stoll. Is he a great actor? I don't know. No, he's fine. There's nothing wrong with Corey Stoll. He's good and stuff.
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Who was in that one?
Who was the bad guy in that?
Oh, she walked through the walls.
Oh, yeah,
Ghost.
she's good. Ghost. She doesn't die.
Oh, what happens to her?
She gets a new suit from Janet Van Dyne to keep her. Oh, no, she heals her. She touches her and heals
yeah, I
her.
remember now. Jeez,
Yeah.
I need to watch that movie again. I only saw it once.
I've seen it
theaters.
3 times since
really?
it came out. I like that film.
I liked it. I just haven't
like both
had a chance to
Ant-Mans.
see it again.
I really like Ant-Man.
Yeah, I feel like Captain Marvel sits with the Ant-Mans in my MCU rankings.
For me, Ant-Man is like 2 higher than Captain Marvel. I love Ant-Man.
Yeah, actually, it might be higher
Yeah.
for me, to be honest.
I don't know. I just really like Ant-Man. I'm a little bit biased, but
Look, at the top of my list, we got Guardians Volume 2, Iron Man, and probably fucking Homecoming or some shit. I don't know. I forget what the rest of the list goes.
I'm not
On the
going to do
bottom,
my
there's just a
list just
void.
as an exclaimer.
At
Yeah.
the bottom, there's just a void where it's just like the rest of them
Ambiguous.
floating around.
Yeah, ambiguous.
Yeah, they switch around every time I rewatch one, you know?
Yeah.
'Cause I'm like, that's my list. Then I rewatched Iron Man 2. I'm like, actually, that's better than Age of Ultron. I watch Age of Ultron.
A
like,
lot is
Age
better
of
than
Ultron is
Ultron.
better than Doctor Strange. Then I watch Doctor Strange. I'm
Really?
like, maybe Doctor Strange is better than Age of Ultron.
Oh my
you know?
God. Doctor Strange.
And it shifts
for me.
every time I watch one. So
Yeah. True.
There's no such thing as a definitive MCU ranking, in my opinion.
You can tell Shield posting that.
Yeah, they like to think they're objectively right about movies.
About anything, honestly. About every topic.
It's a movie.
Get a life.
and movies.
Yeah,
You
they're
can't-
movies. Yeah.
There's no like rules on what a good movie is.
Yeah.
A
Anyway,
movie is what you take away from it emotionally, I feel like.
definitely say I totally agree. I'm a very empath
For
person.
me, Captain Marvel didn't get me on that level.
With the
because it didn't-
Skrulls, it did.
For the Skrulls, it did. I want to
Yeah.
see a Skrull movie.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to see if they make a Fantastic Four movie.
Yes, more
Ben Mendo's got to
Skrulls.
come back.
More Skrulls, more
Ben Mendo's got to
Skrulls.
come back.
Yeah. Don't make Doctor Doom the
No, don't make Doctor Doom.
Don't make Doctor Doom. Just that's it. Don't make Doctor Doom.
Save him for the sequel, maybe.
Yeah.
Like,
Skrulls.
do what they did with the Dark Knight, where
Yeah.
the first one's like some stupid fucking, like the Mole Man or something.
Yeah.
Like, I'm tearing up New York City.
Or
Here's
what's
the
it called?
moment.
Scarecrow? Isn't he the guy from the first?
In Batman Begins, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying Fantastic Four.
Oh,
Bringing the Mole
I
Man
was
back.
like, I don't remember Mole Man.
Man.
Yeah.
And then the second one, you build up to Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
You're like,
I'm a demon from your past.
Ben Mendo plays Doctor Doom.
Fuck, that would actually be so good.
Yeah, it actually would.
They can't do it now though because he's a scroll. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
No, you just ruined that for me.
I'm sorry.
He'd be such a good Doctor Doom. I can just see him going like,
Reed, remember what you did to me.
But who would
back
be
in
his Reed?
college.
his Reed, or it'd have to match his age.
Yeah.
Just get Ewan Grufford back from the Tim Story ones.
Stop. No.
They're about the same age.
Yeah, but that would be weird if he came back because people
Make
would
it
think
same
it's
universe.
continuous.
Yeah, make it continuous, you know.
But there's already a Doctor Doom in that.
You're right.
What the fuck?
Recast them. Do what they do with the roadies. You know?
Roadies. I'm sorry. They're roadies.
The groupies. I don't know.
What were we talking about?
The scrolls.
Yeah.
Emotional investment.
I really like
was
the
more-
sorry.
Sorry.
No, I was about to say I really like the design for the scrolls.
Yeah.
I think they looked really interesting and I liked how they weren't all just CGI, you know what I mean?
Yeah, at first, when I first saw the set photos, I was like, those don't look good. Because I remember the concept art, they looked fucking mean, you know? They were like, because
Yeah.
I think the original plan is probably to make them CGI.
But yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And at first I was like, I wish they just made them CGI, you know? But when I saw the movie, I'm like, I like that they look goofy.
Yeah, exactly.
They look
Because
like the 60s scrolls where they're like,
they do. I think that's why it's a better for them and it makes them more empathetic in a way. They're not just like really scary
Exactly. They're
CGI
not imposing.
monsters. Yeah.
The scrolls are silly. Every time they pop up and like they've become more serious as the comics have evolved. Like they have this whole
I remember
secret
you
invasion.
showing me like your huge like Fantastic
Fantastic
Four book
Four,
and then
yeah.
you like flip to a page of the scrolls and they're
scrolls
just
like-
like goblins are just like
They look so bad.
they look so weird.
But, I'm glad we finally saw the scrolls because I remember when the first Avengers movie was coming out. I remember thinking like, I wish the Chitauri were the scrolls.
But they were
But now in
saving them for
retrospect,
something
yeah, I
better
was
because
like-
if they did that then it would have just
Actually, I think
been
it was a
throwaway.
rights thing at the time.
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
what the go is with that because
Because the scrolls are technically Fantastic Four.
yeah, so maybe they worked out like a deal in between. But I'm pretty sure Joss Whedon said something like he wanted them to be the scrolls.
Oh my god, that fucking scared me. The camera turned off and it actually made my heart jump out of my chest.
turning off.
No, I'm excited to see more of the scrolls in the MCU. I hope they don't just ignore them. You know what I mean?
Building up to that.
Yeah.
Wait, no. I think they're building up to that because like
Hopefully they do Fantastic Four because then that would like nicely tie
Exactly.
in with having the scrolls there and stuff.
I reckon the next thing they could do is Secret Invasion.
Mm.
Which I've read a bit of. I haven't read the whole thing, but like I feel like we're gonna have a big like reveal that someone was a scroll for like the past few years.
Oh, and they're hiding out on Earth because
Yeah, like one of the main
Yeah.
characters.
a good scroll or a bad scroll? Because like the
We-
whole thing that they've set up with the scrolls is that they're basically refugees, which is interesting because I think it's really interesting. Sorry, something I just completely was thinking of during the film and I completely forgot until now. I find it interesting how they took that on with the scrolls, considering like the current climate. Like I don't know, it says a lot about like where we are like right now with
Yeah.
politics in the world, like the current issues and stuff. I think it was very reflecting, even though it's a 90s like period piece. It's also very reflective of like our times and
Yeah.
like what's going on in the world right now. Yeah, with the fact like basically, yeah. So it's interesting how you say that because would they have been hiding out? Are they like, do they have powers? Like why are they why would they, pretending to be someone like who would be a scroll out of everyone? Like just a regular old Joe or like what?
Yeah.
Or an Avenger? Is that what you mean?
I mean an Avenger.
An Avenger, Jesus.
Like it would make you look back on the past movies they've been in and be like, oh, they were a scroll during that. So it makes sense why they did these weird things, you know?
Interesting. Spider-Man. No, I hope not.
He got snapped. So
Yeah, exactly. No, but yeah, it's interesting because
I always thought it'd be funny if Rhodey was a scroll because he got recast.
oh, lol. And no one noticed. Like that's like the canon. Like
Yeah.
no one noticed. But then like he loses his like ability to walk for a bit there. Is that...
You can still be hurt as a Skrull.
Yeah, but you don't like change back to yourself when you get hurt? Is that a thing? Or?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Wow, that's interesting. That's overpowered, dude.
Yeah, like when you're a Skrull, you take on their personality as well.
Oh, that's right, because it's down to like the DNA and the memories and everything, isn't it? Like it's very specific with a Skrull.
Very specific.
Very specific. That's racist. I'm sorry.
To who?
I don't know. I wasn't
The
imitating.
Skrulls.
Skrulls, yeah. Sorry, Skrulls.
I like the Skrull to list.
Imagine if Ben Mendo in real life is a Skrull.
We should have asked him.
Yeah, we should have. We'll ask
Maybe
him
that's
next
why
time.
he kind of got all weird when you said you were a Skrull, because he's like, wait.
Yeah.
You said you were a Skrull because you're Australian. He's like, wait, maybe she knows.
Oh.
Mm.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm scared now. I won't get any sleep tonight. That's fine.
Jeez.
No, yeah, I don't know if we explain this, but the whole reason why the Skrulls like were good or like is because it turns out that the Kree are bad because they were just like basically evacuating them from their home planet because they didn't want to be under Kree rule. So they're refugees, the Skrulls, and they're just trying to like find another planet to live, but the Kree won't leave them alone, basically.
Yeah.
And Ronin's involved there somehow.
Yeah, that was one of the most interesting parts, the whole Skrull thing, you know?
Yeah.
Their place in it, they were the most interesting aspect.
Yeah, for sure. I like that a lot.
Yeah. Ronin's inclusion, I was like, didn't really need to be
and
there.
it didn't really look like Ronin to me. Like when I
he was
saw it.
younger and he didn't have the goop on his eyes, you know?
Oh, that's why I didn't look like Ronin. He didn't have the goop eyes. It was like something looks off about him on
He
his face.
wasn't all Billie Eilish'd up yet, you know?
That's where she got the idea from.
Yeah.
It really isn't, but yeah.
Maybe it is. She's just a big fan of Guardians of the Galaxy.
I wouldn't be surprised.
So, what else was I going to say? Oh, can I talk about the bit that made me cry laughing?
Yes.
So, this is a bit at the end where Nick Fury is like, Marvel, like the Marvelettes. And then he sings a song. And goes,
Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
oh, yeah, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. And it caught me way off guard because, for the listeners that don't know, that's a very famous
Vine. It's one of the most iconic vines where a kid is sitting on the doorstep and he starts just casually singing, ooh, yeah, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. And hard pan to this old, decrepit, skinny, homeless guy going, eh.
It made me think, is this Marvel's new tactic to reference vines?
Yeah, and
in their
internet
movies?
memes.
You know, because
Yeah.
Black Panther, we had the what are those?
What are those?
Did we have a Vine reference in Ant-Man? I mean, poor Rod's just a Vine.
They had a Thomas the Tank Engine.
That was the first one.
You said Ant-Man.
I meant Ant-Man and also the Wasp.
Oh my God. Jesus.
Actually,
Baba
really-
Yaga.
I really like the running joke in that movie where he's good at magic tricks.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I like that too.
And what's the Randall Park's like, how'd he do that?
Yeah. I love those two characters, like Judy Greer and the other guy, the stepdad, but
Bobby.
I love how
Ballet.
in Ant-Man and the Wasp they're like really nice to him and like that's their thing. Like
Yeah.
they're like, I don't know, it's just so endearing. Like the whole movie, like he's up to no good and they're like, oh, he's just unhandsome, like he's fine. It's just it's really, yeah. I really like the Ant-Man movies. I'm sorry.
I like
don't
them,
hurt
but
me.
they could have been so much
Better if Edgar
much
Wright
more.
had kept on there, but
If Edgar Wright,
yeah,
every time I remember this, I'm like, if Edgar Wright directed that, it would have been the best
Marvel film.
Marvel film, easily.
Yeah,
Because all of his films have been
the best Marvel
the
film.
best Marvel films.
Baby Driver, best Marvel film.
I remember Joss Whedon, like when Edgar Wright left the film, Joss Whedon is like, it's a shame because he had the best script I've ever read from Marvel.
That actually pisses me off. That actually makes me genuinely so sad. My heart hurts.
I mean, it's
Like,
also just Joss Whedon's opinion, but like,
yeah, but I trust that.
yeah, I don't doubt it.
Yeah,
Like if you've read any of Edgar Wright's scripts,
like why would he say that for no reason?
every detail in his scripts is like there for a reason. Every line of dialogue is a foreshadowing for something to happen later in the movie, pretty much.
I love
It's
that.
insanity.
Insanity.
It's chock
It's what
full
it
of
feels
details.
like we watched the Jump Street movies
Yeah.
the other day, and that's what that felt like. Like how
Those-
everything that's said and you see has like it's like a setup and has a payoff, or it's there for a reason. Like
Yeah, those do it to a lesser extent, but it's still
yeah. Like they may
very
just
good,
be
yeah.
for like a gag or for a joke later, but it's still like still feels like whole. It doesn't just feel like just like my name Jeff. Like you know, it's just like even though people found that hilarious for some reason, but it's not. Yeah,
it's pretty funny.
yeah, it is pretty funny.
Captain
Marvel. We're not actually talking about Captain
What do you
Marvel.
think of the score? I thought it sucked.
I didn't even notice it. So there you
Exactly.
go. Yeah.
In the credits, I'm always just trying to like hear for the like theme song motif, because a lot of the Marvel movies I don't really notice the score until it plays in the credits, because they either mix it too low in the movie or they just don't use it well enough.
Well,
Like,
I
most of it
didn't
was just
even
like,
notice Captain Marvel.
or like boom 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 boom. Well, not even that. It was just like dun dun dun. dun. I don't know.
Look, I can't help you because I didn't even notice it to begin with.
I did
so-
notice the Captain Marvel motif in the credits though. I was trying to pick up on it. It's almost like an inverse of the Avengers theme. Actually, it's like dun 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 or something like that.
Okay.
It's not quite that, but I remember hearing. I'm like, oh, it's almost like the Avengers theme, but inversed. I think it's kind of
I'm
cool.
gonna see if I can find it on YouTube because I'm actually really curious to hear it now.
It's gonna get us copyright striked.
just distorted.
There. Dun, 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 dun. Well, maybe not that bit.
Sounds like it's kind of like a Captain America vibe going on.
Yeah.
This is more like the.
Yeah. No. There's bits where it does this like wah, 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 wah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
kind of sounds like. No, that's Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, nothing's really going on there that stands out. Hey.
No.
Yeah.
Who did the score? Did you see on the thing?
Let's have. It probably doesn't say. It's just a random YouTube video. No, it doesn't say. Oh, composed by Pina Toprak.
Okay. Actually, who directed this movie? It was like, I know it's a directing duo. It's a guy and a girl. Anna Boden and
Sorry, while I look this
some
up,
dude.
let's discuss. What did you think of the VFX of when she went sicko mode and stuff and like went in the sky?
I thought it looked fine.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Except
I really liked those
the masking
bits.
around her face looked a bit off because like her helmet's CG, I'm assuming. So like, yeah, you could tell that like it was just a floating CG thing mapped to her face, but I thought it looked fine.
No, I
Like,
like
the
those
VFX
bits.
were better
It
than
looked
I
really
thought.
cool.
Yeah, nothing took me out of it.
Yeah. No,
Really.
I thought it looked really cool and epic.
Just the whole
Enjoyed
movie,
it.
I just wanted a bit more, you know. I wanted a bit more emotional investment in what Carol Danvers is doing. I wanted
Anna Boden and Ryan Fleck.
Ryan Fleck, yeah. And I wanted a bit more just attention to detailed filmmaking, you know. I guess I wasn't expecting those things though, so I wasn't disappointed. I felt like a lot of people have too high standards for these Marvel movies. It's like, you should know what these are by now. Like, if you don't like them, just don't see them. And if you like them, you know, don't expect them to be like these really well-crafted, incredible feats of cinema.
No, I
They're
don't
just
expect
Marvel
it.
movies, you
Sorry,
know?
I'm just on my phone.
Yeah.
My pardons. No, I
Yeah.
agree. I mean, I didn't go in expecting Ant-Man and the Wasp to be amazing, but I
No.
still liked it at the end. Like, it wasn't amazing, and I was still like, I love that. I love that so much.
Yeah.
It's like seeing an ugly teddy bear at the shop and be like, I love that, and you buy it. You're like, I love this so much.
I feel like, yeah, because there's so many Marvel movies now. I kind of pick and choose which ones I get excited for and which ones I'm like, yeah, I'm sure I'll see that.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't missed any of them. I've seen all of them in cinemas since the first Iron Man.
Really?
Yeah.
God. 2016, 17, I didn't see any Marvel movies in cinemas.
Yeah, that's right. You've mentioned that
Yeah.
before.
It's a weird moment in my life.
Yeah, I've definitely seen all of them. Most of them twice, but at least once for all of them.
And the best
Yeah.
Marvel movie, the one I've seen the most times,
Spider-Man.
Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not MCU though, so
It isn't, but it's a Marvel movie.
it's a Marvel movie. It's a Marvel movie.
Who did the better Stanley cameo?
Oh, Spider-Verse.
Definitely. That was a trick question.
No,
You
the
said-
Captain Marvel one was good because he played himself. De-aged
that's true.
a little bit.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to stay awake. That's what I'm doing because I'm very
At least it's
tired.
recorded now.
Yeah.
Because like every other week you do this weird stuff with your hands and no one sees it.
Not the exact same thing, but
the
just
exact same
weird
thing.
stuff. And I fidget a lot, as you can tell by now.
Yeah, I've been fidgeting my hands. I'll probably have like random close-ups of me just going like,
And me trying to pop this pimple on my arm.
nice, dude.
And trying to figure out why I've got
That's
lumps.
how I get the views. Have you seen how many views those pimple popping videos get?
Yeah, a lot. And 10 of them are from me at least because I love them. See, look,
So
I've
not
got
that many.
lumps on my tattoo, like little bumps, skin bumps. It's scaring me
Kind of see.
because I'm itching it and I shouldn't. It's not fresh, but
Oh well. What did you?
I've really nothing else to say about this movie, if I'm going to be quite honest with you. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It was very girl power. It was
I
very
feel like you've
fun.
lost the enthusiasm for this movie. Like,
Yeah.
You realize like, oh, it's you know, maybe it's.
Yeah, I think
At
you're
the start,
right.
you're like, I really loved it. It was really good. It was women empowerment.
Yeah.
And it's great for kids to see this. And then
Yeah,
now
I
you're like,
still think that. But now, personally, I'm thinking, yeah, Captain Marvel is pretty good.
yeah, I'm not going to rush out to
Yeah.
see it again. I don't think.
Yeah.
Like if someone wants to go see it, I'll be like, yeah, I'll go see it with you. But I'm not going to like source it out like I did with Spider-Man. Yeah,
I'll
feel.
just watch it to like rewrite it in my head, like the beginning. Just like,
Like what was I going to say before?
do you ever watch movies to do that? Like you watch a movie, you're just like, I could do this better.
Yeah.
Then you watch it again, and then as you're watching it, you're like rewriting it in your head to like
No, I
be
did
better.
that heaps with Amazing Spider-Man 2. I think I actually sent you once the notes I wrote. In
I
high
didn't
school.
read them.
You didn't read them. But
No, sorry.
Yeah, I wouldn't. You don't have to read them. It was me in high school rewriting the movie like beat for beat.
Oh my god, you're insane.
It wasn't like long. It was probably like 3 pages of dot points.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Still in high school, you could barely get me to write 1 page of fucking notes in high school, and I still got like pretty good grades. So I don't know what's going on there, but until I got to grade 12. But anyway, it's not
I
about
like
me.
writing notes.
Yeah,
I still write notes for things.
yeah, I still
feel?
do, but like
We
I
didn't
don't
write
like.
notes for this. That's why this is a bit all over the place.
Yeah, true.
But,
I like
we
writing
just-
notes
We
too.
just saw it. Like this is our initial thoughts. This isn't like some, grand review.
No, as you can tell, but yeah, I don't know.
No, I was gonna say before when we were talking about expectations with Marvel movies is, I hope one day we get a Marvel movie that's like really
That's perfect. There's no such thing as
not
perfect,
but
like perfect.
in that like higher
higher
level,
tier of filmmaking.
yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Like there's been attempts.
We were so close with Edgar Wright.
Yeah, well that wasn't close enough. But I mean like Ryan Coogler, he's a auteur director. He did Creed.
Is he directing something?
He did Black Panther, dude.
Oh, I forgot about that. It was.
And there were bits in that movie where I was like, oh, this could be something.
Which bits?
There's that one take in the casino where the camera's like swooping
Oh,
around.
that's so cool.
then
Fuck. Every time I watch
cranes
that
up.
with someone, like a family member, because like when I first watched Black Panther with my dad, we watched it at home. I was just like, Dad, put down your phone. Because he looks at his phone during movies.
Yeah.
I'm like, Dad, put down your phone. Watch this. And he goes, and he watched it. He was like, wow, that's pretty good. And then like I watched it with my mum on Stan like a few weeks ago. I was like, Mum, look at this. It's all one shot. She goes, oh, that's nice, sweetie. And then she kept looking at her phone. But she appreciated it. She was like, oh, how do they do this? She asked me questions about like filmmaking and stuff. So she wasn't like ignoring me, but I think she got the point. But still.
I wanted more one takes in that. Because I
How
remember
cool would the car chase scene
I was
have
about
been?
to say. I remember the
sorry.
scene in the trailer where
Whoops.
he does like that backflip. It's like whoa, whoa, whoa. I thought that was gonna be like stitched together in like a one take sequence.
Yes, that would have been
And that was
so
like the final
cool.
like bit.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. I thought it was gonna start with him jumping out of the helicopter because I thought that was gonna be all part of the same sequence.
Ah, okay.
Because the way that shot's kind of flying, I thought it'd be like it flies down. He's on the car, but that would have been really hard to do.
I love how they chose Busan for the location. It
Yeah,
looks so cool. Like it actually looked stunning.
it's a Black Panther review now. Now that movie did lots of cool things. It had themes, you can think about. It was the only Marvel movie where you can leave it and actually think about.
The villain wasn't
its
just like
implications
a
on the
bad guy
world.
going, "Urgh."
Exactly.
You know what I mean? He was like, no, you betrayed me. You don't care about the other disenfranchised people in other parts of the world. You just
Exactly.
want to hide your wealth and knowledge. And then he's like, oh, you're right.
Yeah, and Black Panther had
Kill
more to
you.
think about than
Oh
just,
my God, he's right.
this is a bad dude, let's punch
Him. Like in Age of Ultron and fucking...
Age of Ultron, they were trying to do something there
yeah,
with
you
artificial
sure?
intelligence, you know?
I guess. God.
And like the...
Stop
they were
defending
I'm not
Age of
defending it, I'm
Ultron.
saying they tried. They didn't do it very well.
Yeah.
I actually like the introduction of Ultron in that movie, you know, when like he wakes up and suddenly he just knows everything because like he's connected to the internet. Like I thought that was scary.
I forget about that. I've only seen Age of Ultron
Oh, really?
twice. So.
Well, the opening scene was like in the internet. He's like, "Whoa, where am I? What is this?" And then suddenly, he like goes through all the internet, like the entire history. And he's
That's
like,
fucking
"Oh,
scary.
okay." And he's like, "Okay,
That's
who are
it.
who are these people?" And then like, he suddenly just knows everything. Like, oh, that's fucking
That's actually like not that far from like what could happen. Hey.
exactly. And when he's all mangled up and he walks into the Avengers and he's like, "How's it going, mates?" He doesn't say that. He says something more scary.
Mates. And he's Australian now.
Mendo is Ultron. Oh,
Oh my God.
can we just cast Mendo as all the like MCU villains
Yeah.
from the past?
Silver Surfer. Who could play Silver Surfer?
Just bring back Doug Jones and Lawrence Fishburne. Even though Lawrence Fishburne's in the MCU now, who cares? You know?
I really want Charlie Cox to play Daredevil in the MCU. Please make that
I
happen.
want Vincent D'Onofrio to be Kingpin in a Spider-Man movie.
Who's that guy?
He's the guy who played him in Daredevil. Vanessa. You don't like him?
Wait, which Daredevil?
The show.
Oh, I thought you meant the movie. Ay caramba.
He's dead.
Oh,
Michael Clark Duncan.
Ay caramba. Ay caramba. I have to stop saying that. Yeah, no, I like the guy from the Daredevil show. He's really good.
Yeah.
He plays.
Imagine him in a Spider-Man movie, dude.
I wore guys.
Holland.
I wore my special girl socks to go watch Captain Marvel and see
I'm slow zooming on it.
girls.
And now it's shaking.
Girls, watch out!
Now Star Wipe.
Watch out!
I can't
There's
use
a
Star
new
Wipes in
kind of
Premiere Pro.
animal running about.
Speaking of sing songs, what do you think of the song choices on Captain Marvel?
'Cause
You like the
I'm
90s
just
music?
a girl, don't go chasing waterfalls. Those are the only two I remember right now.
Yeah, there's a bunch of other ones, you know.
And like a rock song, I forget what song it was.
The Gwen Stefani bit could have been a lot cooler. Kind of just played over the scene.
Yeah,
that
I didn't
fit.
like that. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
straight up with you. I like the song choice, but they didn't use it properly. I was just like,
Yeah, that's how I felt in Thor Ragnarok with Immigrant Song. It just starts.
yeah.
I mean, the way it starts is cool when he like flies in. It's like dun, 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 dun. But then the rest of the scene is like just the. It's not edited to the music.
I should have edited to sicko mode.
Just the whole those song choices feel like an afterthought, where it's not thought about when they're planning out the sequence. You know, it's like,
Like, there's
they're in
no-
the editing room, like, oh, what song would be cool here?
Yeah.
Which I
I
don't
like
know that for a
action
fact,
scenes
but-
when songs play, but they're like playing like for a reason. Like
Yeah, either
like there's a-
diegetically or
yeah.
it matches the. Actually, I like when it juxtaposes like what's happening. Like it's a very violent and explicit scene,
to
but like
Constantinople, you can't go back
Yeah,
to
some, like,
Constantinople.
very
That's like
poppy, upbeat song is playing. Like Kick-Ass did that a lot.
Yeah.
They probably kicked off that whole. It didn't kick it off, but it did that.
Note to Umbrella Academy: make season 2's violence and fight scenes heaps better, because then when you set music to them, that's like really cool and poppy and juxtaposition-y. It'll look good, not just sound good.
Yeah. I
Love
still haven't
you.
finished Umbrella Academy.
Love you, by the way. I
getting
love
better,
the
though.
show. Just a little bit of criticism. Look, I didn't work on it, so I don't know.
Gerard
But
Way could listen to this podcast. You never know.
God, please don't. Like that's that's embarrassing.
He's a comic book guy. He's on comic book podcasts.
I know, but
He was on Kevin Smith. You listen to Kevin Smith?
feel like I've said a lot of things that I feel like I wouldn't say in front of Gerard Way. Like I respect you. I respect him. I'm saying you like he's listening. I respect Gerard Way a lot.
I could make this into a little highlight clip and tag him on Twitter.
I'm like scared now. If I meet Gerard Way, it has to be under the correct circumstances, and I have to make sure I don't embarrass myself because I respect that man.
He seems pretty chill. Like you could embarrass yourself and he'd be like, nice man.
Yeah, he does. Hey, well, that's why I don't want to embarrass myself. Because imagine if you did embarrass yourself, he'd be like, you're pretty cool. He wouldn't just be like,
he seems he has a good view on life. You know, he doesn't judge people.
Yeah, definitely not. I've listened to their music, My Chemical Romance. Doesn't seem like they judge people. So
no, they just their music's still good.
Of course,
I listened to their songs again the other day, a few of their albums, and I was expecting this to not, like it anymore. Because sometimes when I listen to music from my youth, I'm like, why'd I listen to that?
Kesha.
Maybe not Kesha.
Why'd I say that between burps?
Kesha.
No, I listen to Kesha, and then when I go back to listen to that album, I'm just like, fuck. I'm like, Jesus, what's wrong with me? No, but then I go back to listen to what I used to, like Panic at the Disco. I'm just like,
this bops.
Good job. And then I listened to some Fall Out Boy. I'm like, meh.
Yeah, Fall Out Boy doesn't hold up as much.
Yeah, it's
because they didn't push the boundaries.
No,
they tried recently.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really like those like current stuff. It's just
that's what I mean. They're
boring.
Trying to mix it up now and add like to their like.
But that's boring because that's been done already. You know,
it sounds bad when they do it.
Yeah,
I forget what their song.
Remember when Linkin Park did that?
They did it good.
I thought they did it well.
Yeah. Panic at the Disco, they kind of pushed it a little bit too.
Every album is like a different. So okay, what I can appreciate about Panic is that every one of their records is like so different, and it's like tells a whole story in itself, and it's like got a very different, like a very distinct aesthetic, and I like that. I really like that, and that's something that Fall Out Boy doesn't do for me.
No,
it all sounds like you could listen to something from like that album with the bear piggybacking something, and then the album where
I think
Folie Do, and the album where it's like someone hanging from a tree or something like that.
Yeah, that was a more recent one.
No, that was like one of their first ones. I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
I'm not as
and they
inundated
just
with Fall Out
you're just
Boy.
like I
just like that song where they're asking where your boy is.
I like my favorite Fall Out Boy record. Guess what it is actually.
I don't know their names.
Save Rock and Roll.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
That one was alright from what I remember. What's your favorite Panic album? I think Pretty Odd is the best one.
Yeah, I love.
But I have a
Pretty
soft
Odd.
spot for Phoebe You Can't Sweat Out because I listened to that
Same.
so many times. In
I
high
also
school,
really like.
but I still know all the words when I listen to it now. I'm like, how do I still?
Yeah, literally. I was having this conversation with Josh in the car the other day, and I put on, like, I was shuffling, and a song from A Phoebe Can't Sweat Out came out, and I knew all the lyrics, and he was like, "What the fuck?"
Which one was it?
It's the substandard hotels on the la 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 corner of 4th and Fremont Street, repeating because they just appealing everyone to Catholic with cost themselves upon entering, and we had to sing asbestos and maybe just a dash of formaldehyde and the habit of decomposing right before your very eyes, along with the people inside. What a wonderful.
No, the other day I kept having please leave overcoats, canes, and top hats
Oh,
with the gentleman. From that
coats.
moment, you'll be under
Place out a dress.
underdress.
I'm wrecking this evening already, and I'm loving every minute of it. Listen to this ruining this banquet with a Molly. Please leave all overcoats, canes, and top hats with the doorman. From this moment, you'll be at a place in underdress. I'm wrecking this evening ready. And oh my god!
What a banging album!
I'm sure everyone can relate.
Marvel review, guys. I hope you enjoy it.
Should we end it?
We're not gonna fight this podcast.
We're gonna end it.
Well, that's one more thing I want to say. The lines from the trailer that I was waiting for didn't
Never
happen,
happened. Yeah.
which I'm usually happy about. This time, not happy. Ben Mendo didn't have his famous line. What's the line? I've forgotten.
Would you like to know?
Would you like to know?
Wait, Ben Mendel's here. You have no excuse for that now. You just wrecked it. You wrecked the illusion.
What?
No one. Yeah, never
The
mind.
camera turned off. That's why I was laughing.
Oh, did it? Oh, yeah, it did. Whoa. Oh, it's back on now. Okay, never mind. Okay, we're gonna stop this now.
Line Brie Larson.
Okay. I'm gonna end it. All
Line
right.
Brie Larson says where she's gonna fight their war. They foreshadow it 3 times
Yeah, it's like
in flashbacks.
Hugo from Alita Battle Angel.
You know, in characters in movies, they say a line to a character at the start, and then the opposite person
With
says
great
a line, and
power
it's like the payoff.
Comes great responsibility.
Exactly.
With great
Oh, that was a
ability
good bit in Sam Raimi's
comes
Spider-Man.
great accountability.
But no, in this, there's like a few flashbacks where a character says to Carol Danvers,
It's not about fighting wars. It's about ending them.
and I'm like, yeah.
And then
she's
she
gonna say
goes,
it.
that's what she said. Lawson said to me. She said, it's not about fighting wars. It's about not fighting them. No.
She didn't even say that, did she?
Yeah.
I don't know.
She said something along those lines.
I didn't hear her say any of it, you know.
Whatever.
I
Anyway.
had a father. His name was Ben Parker.
Okay. We're stopping this right now. If you'd like to follow us on our social media, it's at peterpalmerpod on everything. At peterpalmerpod on everything. I'm Poppy now, apparently.
What's everything? Twitter,
Facebook,
Instagram,
Gmail. Don't associate with me with Poppy, please. I don't like her.
Let us know what you thought of Captain Marvel, Captain.
AKA Veers, AKA Carol Danvers. Are you okay? Sorry,
We didn't
this
talk
was a
about the
bit
after
all over
credit
the
scene.
place.
I guess we could talk about that now because it's the after credit scene of the podcast.
Okay, this is after credit scene of the podcast. The after credit scene was the pager finally going off.
Yeah,
and
in a scene from Avengers Endgame.
All the surviving
Unpredictable.
Avengers are like, oh, bruh, it went off. And
Yeah.
then Scarlett Johansson's character, Black Widow, says, well, let me know when it turns back on because I'd really like to know who's on the other end of that thing. And then she turns around and the person on the other end of that thing shows up.
Captain Marvel.
Yep, it's her.
She
and
did it.
And she looks a bit older. She looks
A little
got a
bit.
different suit. She's got longer hair, and she goes, "What does she say?"
Where's Fury?
Yeah, she says, "Where's Fury?" Like that.
Yep.
And
Which
that's-
makes me think she's going to come into Endgame like really early. Like first 5 minutes probably. Because you know how there's that bit in the trailer where there's like clearly a person like missing from...
and they're just like rotoscoped out. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's Captain Marvel.
Yeah. Well, that's what everyone was saying.
Yeah, but it's pretty much like confirmed now.
Yeah.
We've seen her pop up in this.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know?
How long do you think it's taken her to get to Earth?
Ooh. Depends.
Because
where this kicks
obviously,
off.
because it's really interesting how like when Rhodey comes in, he goes, "Oh, that thing's finally turned off," or he says something along those lines. Like obviously,
Yeah,
like
I feel like at least a few months.
yeah, because it's like
At
set up in
least.
this weird like cage with these like metal rods around it or something. Like it looks really weird. Like they've been monitoring it or whatever. And yeah, no, it's like it mustn't have happened recently. Must have been like going for a while.
Yeah. Because she would have had to travel from wherever the hell she was,
Yeah,
you know?
but also
Isn't
like
it interesting that Ant-Man got lost in the quantum realm the same time the snap happened. And Captain Marvel comes back into play as well. I guess it all makes sense, kind of. I'm just curious to know how Ant-Man gets out of the quantum realm.
I'd already told you, I have a prediction. It's a genuine prediction. He goes into the quantum realm, or he's in the quantum realm, and he finds Thanos, right, in the quantum realm, like his cells or whatever. He crawls into his cells and then suddenly grows into giant man, therefore exploding him from the inside out.
So he comes out and he's like, Thanos is dead, guys.
Yeah.
And they're like, where's the Infinity Gauntlet?
And he
How
goes-
do we fix this? He's like,
Oh, shit.
oh.
I left it Funny me. I'm Ant-Man. I'm silly. I'm Paul
Oh,
Rudd.
silly, Paul Rudd. Did we talk about the Tesseract?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, good.
About the
'Cause
goose.
that was like the
goose
only
swallowing the Tesseract.
Yeah, that was the only reveal in the movie where I was like, cool. Marvel, connect the dots.
I'll go sleep now.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you for listening and watching.
Marvel.